We looked at the Battle of Hans earlier, and it was Old Han 1 versus New Han 4.
Right.
Now we're going to be looking at New Han, Old Han 2, right? Han from Shadows of the Galaxy, Red Han.
Middle-aged Han.
No, young Han, young whippersnapper Han.
Well, against middle-aged Han.
Against middle-aged Han. The odds Han 4 Lake Country deck, the Sam that we saw back in, I believe, round 5. So I've got to do a little bit of updating here. The good news is I've already got those deck lists available. So what I'm going to do, Trey, that's going to depend on where they sit. So for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make an assumption, and then we'll see where they each sit. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to put up Sam's list first, Trey. I'm going to let you talk about this for a minute while I do some stuff in the background here.
Sam.
Isn't it
Han? Brian?
No.
I thought his name was Brian.
His name's Sam Bowen.
I don't know why I got Brian.
I have no idea where you got that from, but I'm going to put up
right.
Sam's list for everybody. You can talk about that for a minute, and then I will do some getting the match set up ready.
So this is a deck list with some cards in it.
You're such an ass. You're fired. Get out. Get out.
No, this is fun. We were talking to Michael. This is when we saw on stream against the other Han, and we were discussing with him how it was just it's kind of an all-in roll the dice and see how we go.
It kind of is.
It felt like when they got to that last game, and it felt like Michael had seized control of the game. You know, this deck dropped all of its little 1-drops and did this and did that, and then Michael had withstood the blast, it withstood the surge, and he was starting to drop his big fat cards that did a lot of damage. All of a sudden, Sam/B, I know that B stands for Brian.
No, that's 100% not what it stands for. But do continue, please.
He just drew some cards and then went like ship with a guy on it and another guy on it.
He basically drew the dead nuts, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, but he drew it all. He threw it out there, and he was like, "Deal with it or lose."
Exactly, deal with it or I'm winning. Yep.
And Michael had just resourced like his one card that could deal with it because he thought, surely I've dealt with everything, and now I can just beat him down. And
he resourced his last entrenched, I think, is what
right,
he did.
That's what he said.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to have a look at Baldeep's deck here?
Sure.
Okay, hold on a minute. I don't know what this is doing. Get out of here. Okay, file. Ammo. Brilliant. All right, let's have a look at Baldeep's real fast. There we go. So there's the Han Blue that he's going to be squaring off against.
It's a very exciting deck. I like seeing things like the Phantom 2.
I love Phantom 2 in this deck. I love the card in general, but I'm just glad to see it getting some airtime.
It's just so cool to see it get played and see like its, I guess, supposed drawback of just being a 3/3 for 3. But with grit, come into play and like be something. Well, it's actually a 2-drop because you're playing Han, and it's a 5/1 instead of a 3.
Yes.
Instead of a 3/3. So
well, and being able to play it early, you know, if you're able to lane dodge and get that into space when your opponent has already gone ground, for example, on like turn 1, 5 just like it's like 5 free damage for against a lot of matchups. That really feels good. That really feels good. I'm looking to see if there's anything. Okay, so he's got his second redemption of the board. He's got a profundity in the board. That's an interesting choice. We've seen the Pike's Bane, 3 Lukes and 3 Poes as standard. We saw the Kiadi Mundi come in big. It was his match-winning card basically. The lethal damage that won him game 3 earlier on stream. 3 Fells, Canaans.
Cham is pretty cool.
I like Cham. Cham is a really good card.
Just kind of like you read his ability in. It kind of comes into play, like if you're trying to play as an aggressive deck and somebody does resupply, like that's cool. You play him on curve. But even if you don't get to do that, he's just a 5 damage beater for 4.
Yeah. No, there's a lot to like about both of these decks. Trying to get them organized. They're not actually sitting at the table yet. I don't know what's going on over there, but okay. Like, fellas, I guess I need to get this updated. We're in the top 4 now. And then let's pick a different battleground. This is Hans. Let's do this. That'll work.
What just happened? Oh, you're looking for.
I changed the battleground. I changed the background. I have what I use for the sidebar art in my overlays is just card art.
Right.
But I try to pick something that's visually interesting. Since the middle of it you're never going to see. Right. It's like what's on the sides that's actually kind of interesting. So I just there you go. I picked that, and that's where we went. Yep, come on over, gentlemen. I'm just waiting for them to sit down at the table here, and then we can get going. I'll make sure I've got everybody in the right place. That's before I lock everything in. That's what I'm trying to make sure we're doing here. I think this is going to end up being, yep, because I think Sam's going to be sitting in the player 1 seat. Okay. So let's just make a quick check, quick change there. Baldeep, I did not expect him to win that game. So you're being very quiet, Trey.
It's tough to watch a buddy of yours try and throw an entire tournament away. It's tough, and I've been the guy. I know this from both sides. I've been the guy that has thrown entire tournaments away in front of my friends. So it's hard.
I watched at one point you started to reach for the table, and I was like, ah!
Yeah, you said that. Actually, what I was doing is his opponent asked something, and it's just in my nature to be helpful, and I was trying to point out something like that. He played like a redemption, and he played it with Han, and that's where the 2 damage came from. And I was gonna point and say 2 damage, but then like I don't talk anything. But then like. We did have some coaching from the peanut gallery.
Did we?
Just
that's not okay. That's not okay. Yeah, you should.
The judges are standing there. Like the head judge is standing there. The judges at the table is sitting there.
Not okay, kids. Not a fan.
Somebody said, let's see, what's the devastating gunship had been Kirid, so it had 2 damage and a shield.
And a shield, yeah. And it has grit.
And it has grit, but Balls was asking how much, what does that guy's have? He had OB on him at the time as well.
Yeah.
And he was like, how much does he have left on him? And then the opponent answered, as you have to do in the game. And then somebody behind us was like, and the shield, and like reminded. You can't.
There's a shield marker right on it. Like it's hard to miss, but yeah.
But
he literally even had like the shield card under. Like
he had the official shield card.
Yeah, like it would have been hard to miss that.
Can't talk, man. But in that state, he was missing it. 100% he was missing it.
It's one of the things that I like about how they manage these kinds of games, these kinds of matches in big events, right? The tables are kind of off to the side, and in general, people tend to kind of hang back a little bit. The SCG guys, of course, when you go to regionals and sectors, SCG's done big events before. They know how to handle this. Yes. And so they literally, like, the streaming tables are roped off. So there's, like, pipe and drape keeping people back. And then in Minneapolis, the site coordinator for SCG did something really, really cool. They have giant TVs on, like tall stands on wheels, right, for timers all over the room. But, of course, by the time you're the top cut, the timer don't matter.
Right.
So he late in the day on Sunday.
You say that game just
okay. You know what I mean? Like the point is the timers are being kept by the judges local.
The big
you don't need the whole room to see. The whole room doesn't need that information anymore. So he rolled one of those over, and he goes, "You have an HDMI cable?" I said, "Sure." So we hooked him in, and literally he was just live streaming like a repeater like this on his TV. And we had as Bobby and I sat there and cast the playoffs. Off to our left, there were like 30 people just camped out in chairs, just watching the stream. So that was kind of fun. We had a good time. Chat's asking if you got the confirmation of the U-wing thing from earlier.
Yeah,
you may have missed it. We went through some of that. He was like, "Oh yeah, I got it." Then he's right. Trey's right. They did change that back in several months ago.
I will repeat my education on this. Is that the judge was right. But it is a new rule. It did not behave this way before Jump to Light Speed.
That's true.
And the wording of the rule they use the same noun for multiple things, which makes it poorly worded, in my opinion. So, yes, that is accurate. I have a whole list of other rules that could apply that I found that I have all the numbers on, that if that rule does not there, then it works a different way, and that rule is new.
Yep. All right, well, these two gentlemen have now looked at each other's deck lists. We're shuffling up, and we're headed to game one. So why don't we meet the players? Again, you guys have met these guys at differing times today, but let's go meet them here. On the left-hand side of your screen, that's Sam. That's our Han 4 Lake Country player in the field today, now in the top 4.
Top 4.
And then on the right, of course, Baldeep on Han 2, and I think he's playing Dagobah, but it's just a generic 30-point blue base.
Excuse you, sir. It is a generic hyperfoil.
Oh, my bad.
Blue base, and that is gorgeous.
I couldn't care less.
It is a gorgeous card.
It is pretty. You're not wrong, but like, why does anybody really care?
Because it's gorgeous.
Trey, here's a question. Why don't we have spot gloss bases in this game?
Because I haven't made any yet.
Well, that's not what I asked. Like, why isn't Fantasy Flight thought of this?
You want the real reason?
They're expensive to make?
Nope. I actually know the real reason.
We don't have spot gloss cards in this game?
Yes.
I'm fascinated. What is it?
The company that they used to make them no longer does them.
Oh, no! So they're still in business, but they don't make them anymore.
The company that made these for FFG.
Yeah, back in the day, back in the Destiny days.
That It's a printing company. I know who they are. I've talked to. I have lots of conversations with them because I get spot glasses made. It was kind of a one-off thing.
Okay.
That they would do it in those sizes.
Okay.
And they didn't do it themselves. They farmed it out.
Okay.
Because I started ordering spot glasses for other reasons from them.
Yeah.
And they just stopped doing it. And so it maybe they wanted too much money from FFG to
start up again,
because I didn't order in the quantities that FFG would.
Yeah,
but they stopped making them.
Okay, there's our matchup. Sorry for the screw up there, guys. I got in a hurry, got everybody's name correct, and then couldn't be bothered.
Says Sam.
That is his name, Trey.
His name is Sam.
Should I just start calling you Dis, just since you don't seem to know what you're?
Sure, call me whatever you want, man. I have no idea why. I just knew his name.
Okay, I just started the timer. That's not the official timer, guys, but we're gonna go with that because it's probably gonna be fairly close. I'm gonna go finish closing this door to make sure they can't hear us. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna play C3PO. On play, choose 1, and I will draw the Wolfpack Escort to my hand.
All right, there we go.
So the first time we watched this play with Sam, that's his name, Sam. It was weird because he played the whatever the card is that you start flipping over cards, and then however many odds you hit. That's how
it's called Never Tell Me the Odds.
Sure, that one.
That one.
He hit 2 C3POs, and I thought, why is he playing any even cards in this deck? But having watched him play with, it makes total sense because he draws so many cards off of
the top. He's constantly He's constantly showing what the top card of his deck is.
Mm-hmm. Choosing 1 on the attack.
See that? Just.
Again, you're combining Han with 3PO. He can reveal it
and draw
and know what it is, add 1 to the attack, call it, right?
Well, in that case, he did not get to add 1 to the attack.
He did not get to add 1 to the attack. That is correct.
So we'll see if Balls keeps him from doing
now,
more of that.
I see Sabine tapped, but I don't see damage on Sam's base. Are we not marking these
put
things?
it on C3PO.
Oh, he attacked 3PO.
3PO.
My apologies. That feels like an odd choice. Okay.
Not the card advantage that 3PO was doing.
Red 5. Fancy Falcon. And then what pilot is that?
So a red 5 attack.
Is it a Boshek? No, it's an R2.
It's an R2.
Okay.
A red 5 attack here just kills C3PO.
Yes, sir. You're correct.
Okay, so that's why he did it. He said he teed it up for the red 5.
Right.
And it looks like Balls is on the button. Okay, I'm finally caught up now.
Smoke that fool.
Red 5 swings in and murders 3PO. Okay, so now the base health is correct.
So now I'm curious if Samus wants to try and get into an attrition war, because I don't think he does. Because it would be easy for the Millennium Falcon to come in and stomp on that red 5, but then he's foregoing.
Nobody wants to see that.
He's
Yikes.
foregoing a lot of damage.
Yep.
So what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damaged. I think he just.
Whoa! This just keeps getting better. That is insane.
10.
Whoa. Was Boshek free? Oh no, Boshek is a
Boshek is 2.
And then Han is 2. Dear God.
My kingdom for a waylay.
No, or just give me a Fell the Dragon and be done with all of them. Just get rid of them all. He's going to need some of that restore just to keep him in the game against this. Voltroned up, holy moly, Falcon on turn 2. Or turn 3? Turn 3, I guess, but dear Lord.
This is turn 4 coming up.
I'm going to activate Han.
But
still, craziness.
It's Millennium Falcon. I'll hit your base for another 10.
Oh, is it 10 or 11? Oh, no, it was a Falcon?
It was a 3 on a 3.
It's a Falcon, 3 on a 3. It doesn't count. He doesn't get it.
Same cost. Yeah, this is
Baldeep,
have it or lose.
Literally, Baldeep already in check here, staring down the barrel of a one-hit loss on his next turn if he can't deal with this Falcon.
So he does have. There's a chance he could heal for 2 with Kane, and then
that would buy him a sliver of time.
Yeah, and then Han would have to hit to kill him. Han would have to miss to not die.
Yeah.
YouTube will just penalize C-Raptor, not me.
I don't even know what they're talking about, but it's hilarious. All right, he's going to smash red 5 and do it for 3 quick ones. Got to try to find a way to deal with this stinking thing. That's the quickest I've ever seen anybody build a Falcon like that. That's nuts.
Yep. Let's see.
I mean, it's
3 to base, 4 to base.
Yeah, Sam already claimed. I mean, okay, so
1 card.
He gets a Falcon
just 2 cards. So he got both of them. So he did heal for 2.
Healed a couple.
So Han does have
1, 2,
to hit
3, 4,
for this to
5,
be over.
6, 7,
5. I do 3.
9.
I'm gonna go to 12.
Yeah, you should be at 20. Yeah,
19, right?
Yeah.
that's 12.
3 more. And then you're gonna kill me with the last shot
he's
there.
gotta hit.
He's got to hit.
Almost. If I can get lucky.
He's got to hit the stupid thing.
Balls has got to attack with. I mean, they just didn't attack
Yeah,
with Han.
there we go. Base health is correct, but Baldeep could staring down the barrel of what could be an 11 damage swing from the stinking Falcon.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, we're going to roll the
Is
dice.
that a 3? It's game.
11 dice.
He's got it. Dear holy Lord. What a game. What in the hell did I just watch, Trey?
That's Han Solo when you don't have an immediate answer for him.
What the actual hell?
Han Solo and R2-D2
Wow.
and another pilot on a Millennium
Just
Falcon.
wow. That was amazing.
You know, he
Now that we have seen sideboards, I'm happy to leave the sideboarding decisions out where everybody can see them.
Right on. All right.
Now, the bombing runs, I don't think those are all that amazing. The Rivals Fall you want to grab.
The bombing run, well, in that case, bombing run would not have been as good.
No.
But we have seen bombing run just wreck Sam.
Well, that's
before.
actually a fair point because, in that game it didn't happen, but in several other games, he's got a ton of one-drop space units in that
Right.
deck. So,
But he ended
yeah.
up just
He just
six
goes
wide,
crazy
3 for
wide.
1.
Yeah. Yep. I'll say this. If nothing else, Sam has given me a tremendous amount of respect for this particular Han. He's a unique deck-building challenge, but clearly there are enough cards in the pool to make him effective. And I'm glad to see this leader getting some airtime because I think a lot of people just dismissed him, just like, yeah, whatever. But man, every time we watch Sam pilot this deck, it's just magic, hilarious things happen. And I'm gonna be honest. Even if I lose games, but I can have hilarious things happen,
Right. You feel much less bad about
I feel much less bad about it. I should have run a commercial while you guys were doing this. I'm going to do a quick one, guys, real fast. This will be 60 seconds while these guys get shuffled up. What's up, everyone? Raptor here with a quick reminder about upcoming Star Wars Unlimited tournament coverage right here on the channel. Next Saturday, June 14th, we're going to be up in Austin, Texas with live coverage of the Planetary Qualifier at the Dragon's Lair location as well. That's up there. Just like today, that will be an 11 a.m. U.S. Central or 1600 UTC start time. If you're watching on YouTube, the link to the scheduled stream can be found in the video description below or by following the QR code you're seeing on your screen right now. Covering that PQ will conclude our competitive Star Wars Unlimited streaming here on the channel until Season 1 launches sometime probably in late summer or early fall. It has been a hell of a ride. From Mobile to Denver to Austin, Houston, and Minneapolis, I hope you're enjoying our brand of live streaming Star Wars Unlimited play. If you're in Vegas for the Galactic Championships in a few weeks, come find me. Say hello. Let's have a drink. Let's chat. Community is what games like this are all about. I hope you'll return later in the fall. You'll join us later this year for more live coverage of competitive Star Wars Unlimited events right here on YouTube and Twitch. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed to Game 2 here of our top 4 semifinal match between Sam and Baldeep here at the Houston Planetary Qualifier for Star Wars Unlimited. We have shuffled, we have drawn, we are making mulligan decisions now.
Or
Sam
creating art of some sort.
Yeah, Sam clearly not liking that hand and making sure those cards go back into the deck in different spots. Baldeep happy with what he's got. So we'll just get Sam shuffled up and we'll be on our way shortly.
Where's Sam from? Did I miss
Sam's
that?
a local.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is. And this goes back to the conversation that you and I were having earlier, right? Like all day, it's felt like I go up to people and I'm expecting to talk to them, be like, "Oh, I'm from Austin. Oh, I'm from San Antonio." I have met so many Houstonians that play this game that I've never even seen, Trey,
Right.
because we're so spread out, right? There's all these little pockets of players, and we're all like 45 minutes or an hour apart, and it's cool that there's that many people that play the game in town, but it's frustrating that we're also stinking spread out. All right, Sam's going to have to make do with what he's got now. This is his mulligan, so we'll see what he chooses to resource.
So far, this has been Balls' MO, is he just loses the first game and then wins the next two.
Well, he ain't won. Look, one game at a time, my friend.
I know. I'm just
one
saying.
game at a time.
I'm saying he has Sam right where he wants him. He's down a game.
My back's to the wall. Now I can really play.
So we're getting a C-3PO here with a free draw.
Play C3PO.
Does appear to be so. Okay. So starts off just like last game.
This fuel that C-3PO provides is incredible.
It isn't like you really want a 3-pair on your opening hand. Like that's the nuts in this deck.
Ready?
Yeah, I am.
There you go.
Baldeep's like, we're gonna put an end to this shenanigans right the F now. Just die.
No.
And then, like, but as the and it was absolutely the right play to do so. But can you imagine, like,
I'm gonna pay 2.
6 months ago saying I play the C-3PO on my first turn, and your whole turn the correct play
is to murder him.
Kill that
Is to
C-3PO?
murder him.
That's crazy.
Well, and I think it's just obviously it's a factor of this matchup, right? 3PO is such a crazy card for this Han.
And he's so hard to kill. Like,
Yep.
usually Sabine can kill anything that comes out on turn 1 on the ground.
Baldeep trying to figure out what to resource there. He's got at least one of the bombing runs in his hand. That could come in handy later. Looks like we're going to cheat out a Poe. Yep. So we're going to use Han's ability here to jump the line and get a Poe into play.
He's living in the future.
He is living in the future.
5 resource turn.
R2D2.
Han's gonna just do his shenanigans and miss on his ability, but we'll still hit for 3.
3 to 6.
3 more from Sabine going back.
So far, this is a little more.
A little more tame.
Yeah.
I will claim.
All right, Baldeep's gonna take the initiative. He already had it. I forgot to move the marker.
I'm gonna pilot it with the Mandalorian.
Okay.
Sam with the pilots and the Falcons and everything else has just been absolutely crazy to watch. But man, is it working well. Mando. There he is.
This does feel a little bit to me like a time and place deck.
You think so?
I think this can't be a deck that becomes super big, because then people will, because it's just easy to disrupt.
Well,
He's got so many cards tied up in one shot to kill.
you're not wrong. One of the things that I like about decks like this, though, is that when you see them at these events, he's about to get bombing run. Yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
He is about to get bombing run.
Yeah,
See,
totally a
that's-
thing. But one of the things that I like about decks like when they show up at events like this is that because they're so unique, so interesting, and so unexpected,
Yeah,
they
they're great.
make deep runs like this, and it's fun to watch.
No, on to attack.
It's fun to watch people react to them. Chat's been going crazy. They've been wanting to see this deck again for an
Oh
hour.
yeah, this is.
This is just, it's a really, really cool thing to see.
I mean, we're like 3 weeks from the next set, and we're having a new deck coming out.
Yeah.
And,
So
or
he's
at
got
least doing
10 on Poe is tapped. By my count, there should be 2 more damage on Sam's base.
For an R2.
What have I missed? All right, I'm just going to match what Sam has done. Sam's got 10 on.
4. 3 to base.
I go to 13.
I'm not sure what happened when Poe swung in. That is a Poe, right? Yeah.
So we've
That
got
sh-
6.
he had
and 3
6
and
on.
3, so he should be at 12.
Yeah, I'm not.
What is
I
the-
figured out what happened there.
And restand.
So we went R2 to ground, and who is this other clown?
Claim.
Oh, the little Dagger Squadron pilot.
Just a pilot.
Okay.
He's
He's
about
got all
to,
these cheapo pilots.
He's about to throw a bunch of cards. Yeah, that's what he wanted.
Ah, okay. He's going wide so he can get Plo turned on. Right, because he deployed his leader
To untap.
to
kill
untap,
Poe.
so then he could play Plo Koon. Sam with an interesting pivot here, taking his little weenie pilots and stuff, and now going to ground with them to avoid getting bombing run again.
I can defeat that with this, huh? Okay.
So we're going to confiscate Han.
Confiscate is every bit as powerful as people were
Yep.
thinking about it when the stuff started getting spoiled.
Yeah, he just died.
Yeah, J-Rod and I are with them on this one.
3 to base.
One to base.
3 to base.
Okay. We'll let the judges deal with it. The judges are there. Like
There's a judge sitting right.
there's only 2 matches being played, and we still have like 4 judges on the premises. So, I mean, if they're missing it, I can't. There's not much I can do but let them know. But we'll let them figure it out.
Sorry.
I'm gonna mute them and let them talk it out so that we don't get involved. I'm gonna get the base health right. There's 19 damage on. 19 of 34 means there's 15 left. There we go. Okay. We played another Poe and another Falcon. These guys are not wasting time. This is killing me.
Waylaid.
What got waylaid? The
Poe
Poe?
got
Okay, well, I
waylaid.
won't bother playing him then. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to turn them back on then. We can't fix it. There's nothing we can do about it right now, I don't think. So let me turn them back on here, and we'll see how this goes. I'll go back and look at the replay later. I think that did not add up right, but we'll figure it out.
I don't know where the extra point came from. He's been hitting with nothing but 3s.
Yeah, I'm not sure either here.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because Poe didn't discard anything. All right, we've got a redemption here. That's going to clean up. Is he just going? Baldeep's just going to clean it all up.
He played him. No, he played him cheaply, so that puts the 2 on him.
Oh, he's just playing it for the Sentinel. That's actually really good.
Not bad.
No, I like it. Okay, so Baldeep has 7 damage on. Is that what I'm reading correctly?
Yeah, he has 7 damage.
Okay. So we came in with a redemption. And then we're going to swing for 3 in the ground arena.
Han
Han's gonna
himself is
swing
getting
in.
in for some
1, 2,
damage.
3. Yep.
We're going to 22. Yeah.
They fixed it. Okay. Chat's saying they fixed it. I missed it. Okay. I'm glad they fixed it.
Why so much? One to base.
R2 for 1.
I'll tell you what, taking a whole action to attack a base for 1 is absolutely not what Sam is wanting to do here.
No. The redemption is put a big wall up on him right now.
Yeah, but
3 more. 1, 2, 3. 9 HP remaining for
25.
Sam here in game 2.
3 plus 3 plus 1 is 9.
He should be at 25 on. There we go.
So
Baldeep has such a bigger top end here. We're going to smash the Falcon in.
3, so he's going to be at 5. He's got 4 left.
One more.
Baldeep's going to claim. One
So
more on redemption.
Ball is claimed.
And then play Falcon.
And trade out.
Also not
That's
what he wanted
terrible.
To
He
do.
had to spend 3 cards to clear that redemption.
3 cards to do that.
And I'll pass.
So he's going to lose Sabine here.
Oh, Sam. Okay, Sam's not used to the tokens. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The tokens are numbered at least like the official ones are now, right? The 10 and 5 are flip side, and the 1s and 3s are flip sides. But not everybody's used to them. That's fair. Baldeep with a big lead here in game 2. Doesn't quite have it locked up, though. Sam putting up a fight in the ground arena.
Sam is going to kill Sabine here immediately. So this has got to be.
There's a Luke. Somebody's going away.
That's a way to do it.
That's 3, right?
Greedo. When defeated, I'll use his ability. It does
Missed.
not.
Okay.
To do nothing.
Yep.
Somebody's going to get. Sabine is going to get captured here. There we go.
Yep, looks like it. Coming in with the Sanctioner's shuttle.
So 28. We've got Balls needs 6 more to get there.
6 health. That's lethal.
He's got it with Luke, and I don't
is that guy right
I don't
now.
think Sam can clear him
Play the odds. We each
in
discard
TMTO.
All right. So he's got 1, 2, 3.
And there's
3
1,
plus
2.
whatever's this.
4.
2 more from Baldeep.
Oh, so 5. So he is going to lose Luke.
I'll activate Han.
He's got 4, but if that hits, that is going to hit. So he's going to do 3 more damage.
Yep,
So Luke
he's
is
gonna-
going down,
He's going to clear Luke.
but it's going to take everything he's got.
He's dead.
Yep,
He's at
that's 7 damage. Luke's out.
That's 6. Oh, that is 7.
You literally have
not
7
7.
points in tokens on him.
Oh yeah, it is.
Too funny. All right, so Sam avoids the single hit lethal here.
But
Still feels like he's.
middle-aged Han is still just kind of wailing at
It's
him.
not middle-aged Han. Oh, you mean
It is
okay?
middle-aged
You mean
Han.
Sam's Han is middle-aged Han? Yes, Sam's. I keep getting
No.
it backwards. Middle-aged Han
We've
on the
got
left.
new Han. which is the one Sam is playing.
25.
We've got Old Han.
Oh, you are so wrong.
What?
You're so wrong.
Oh, you're talking about the actual one
talking about
on
the actual
card.
character.
I'm just talking about the way they release the cards. I see the difference now.
Yeah, no. All right, Han swings in for 3. Sam clinging to his last 3 HP here. Yep, he's got the Cassian. So there we go. All right, we're going to game 3. Just as the prophecy foretold, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right where he wants him.
Trey called it. Getting late for these guys. Man, let me tell you, when I saw this morning that we were going to start at 11 a.m. and play 7 rounds of Swiss, I was like, this is going to be a long day. Mm-hmm. And I learned this in Austin. You and I went through this in Austin back in February, right? They did the same thing, right? Store opens at 10, rounds start at 11, and then we finished out of there. They didn't close that. We were done around 10-ish, 10 to 10, a little after. You and I tore down in an hour, and we're on the road for 11:15 back to Houston that night.
Right.
It's almost 10 p.m. here. We ain't to the finals yet. So it has been a day, kids.
I mean, it's a learning process to run a tournament this big.
I agree completely. I definitely think that next time we do one of these at this venue, we need to lobby them to open and early and let us start early. Just like open at 9, let us start at 10.
Turn away the money. Turn away the last $200 because people showed up.
Because people showed up after the official start time. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
If you've paid, then ahead of time, then great, you're in the tournament. You have everything submitted, then great, you're in the tournament. You have your pairings. You're going to get a game loss if you sit down 10 minutes later, whatever it is.
Yep. I'm going to move the marker to Sam's side. He technically has the ability to take initiative for himself if he wants it.
Oh, he made this little art for him last time. It didn't work.
Well, we'll find out. Chad asking if we're doing Galactics. I will say no. I've said before, the only way that I would do that is if I was invited and paid for my time. Because right now my plan is to go to Galactics and play and have a good time.
That's Vegas?
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
just going to go. I'm going to go and have a great time and meet people and shake hands and play cards and try to earn swag. I want to go and bring back a big pile of swag of stuff that you can only get up there that we can then, maybe give away on streams or pass out at local tournaments or stuff like that. Like I definitely do some of that. So that's my big thing. I'm just going to go to Vegas and play. If I was invited to do something else, I would consider it. But taking all of this stuff, it costs so much money to move all the gear. Like just shipping, it cost me $800 in baggage fees to get stuff to Denver. It cost me $650 in FedEx just to ship stuff round trip to Minneapolis. Yeah, that's just to move the gear around, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's tough. So.
Thank you. Okay, 1.
All right, starting in the high orbitals in game 3 here with a Republic
Ball's got
Y-Wing.
nothing.
What? He just claimed?
He just claimed.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
He's racing for that bombing run.
Yeah, I guess. All right, this could be another quick blowout here. We'll have to see how this shapes up. And a Wolfpack escort. So a couple of 1-drops for Sam, exactly the start that he wants. All right, red 5.
He didn't want to do that last turn? No, I guess not.
I wouldn't want to put the damage on it either. He'd just smash one thing into it and move on with his life. This way,
Balls would have gone first. He would have killed the 1-3, stayed alive, and then he would have.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He could have played it and then at least killed the Y-Wing for free.
He kills the Y-Wing, and then now it's there and has damage on it, but
big deal because it's still alive.
Anything Sam does to then kill the thing is taking away.
Yep. No, you guys are welcome. I love doing this. It's a ton of fun to produce these streams and showcase all the hard work that I've put in on the background, right? Because it takes a lot of time to set all the overlays and the cameras and the gear and everything. It's fun.
They were talking to me.
No, they weren't. Keep living in your little delusion over there. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Trey. All right, here we go. Han coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Baldeep just drew a perilous position. I know he's got him in there because I got hit with those.
That's what's on top.
I think he's going to resource it. He's thinking about resourcing. He changed his mind. Because I got hit with that the other day when we were playing earlier in the week. Open fire. Going to murder the big ship.
That's an acceptable play.
I think it's reasonable. Because he could still kill the Y-Wing if he wants until Sam puts one of his umpteen trillion pilots on it, like right now.
Pilot the Y-Wing.
It's like you know.
Right.
It's insane. Every bloody one of these little dinky ships gets a pilot. It's crazy.
Five.
5 Falcon.
Do 3 there. How much is the attack for?
2.
You deal 3 back. You're not dead,
He
Balls.
deals 2 back. It's a 2-5.
Oh, it's a 2. That one keeps looking like a 2.
It's a
to
bow.
me
That's
on
Bowshack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack your base for 2.
2.
Yeah.
And now red 5 is going to. Red 5 is going to attack and kill it.
C3PO. Name
Yep, there's 3PO coming in. Yeah, next time he can just attack somewhere else and murder it anyway.
I swear I just looked at that.
But then he is going to give up that card. Sam will draw a card off of C3PO.
Chat's noticed that you changed your shirt.
Finally. I changed my shirt a while ago.
Nobody said anything. All right, Baldeep behind here in Game 3. Hasn't pushed any damage through. I think that's about to change. He's going to be able to attack the base with red 5 and knock off this Y-Wing. That's going to feel pretty good when he can pull that off.
This Y-Wing.
Yep.
Hang on.
3 to base. 2 there.
Yep.
Now, let's see. You got to draw the card here, right?
I'm going to reveal
Yeah, you draw the card.
Jam Communications, and I'll attack your base for 1, naming 1 on the attack, and I'll draw Jam Comms.
Okay. That Jam Comms could be big. He could be able to discard a bombing run like he did against Michael. So it was 1 to base there. And a fast Falcon.
Pretty sure that thing's getting perilous positioned.
Ooh, spicy. All right. So it's going to be a 1-2 Falcon.
'Cause
Yay.
he was about to get... Han was about to flip onto it.
I would have done
And
that.
untap
I would
everything.
100% have done that.
He still may
He still
flip onto it?
might. He still theoretically could. Sam's got to think through the math now.
So he's what, a 1,
It's a
2.
It's a 1-2 Falcon. It's not very exciting.
Deploy Han.
He's still
But
going to do it.
He doesn't get the attack, and he doesn't get...
But he does get the ready.
yeah.
He gets to ready 2.
That is suboptimal. So I
So
think
now
Han,
it's a 4-5 Falcon all in.
Did Balls take the initiative?
I guess he did. He is tapped out. Well, he looks like actually he might only have 2
He could have
resources.
attacked with Han.
I'm sure. I don't know why he didn't attack there, but it does look like that's what he did.
Oh, it's actually gonna.
Yeah.
So we're going to jam communications here.
Rivals fall.
It's going to get rid of the Rivals Fall. A lot of good events in
And I'll pass.
Balls' deck. So I mean, it's very possible that he comes up with something good. And he does.
So a
With
nice
the 6 resource round.
redemption is 8.
Redemption is 8. He can't quite get there.
So you can get that next turn.
He can get it next turn, but he's got to survive this round. It looks like he can. Looks like he's about to put out the Tantive. That'll help.
That get through this sucker.
That'll help.
But Sam is going to draw a card.
I'm going to pay 5. And I'm going to ambush Plo Koon and a Han
Yep.
Solo. I'll take
Been waiting on that play. Knew it was in there.
Yeah.
Plo is a great card in Sam's deck. He's got amazing work out of the games that we've seen.
With C3PO on attack, I'm going to choose.
He actually doesn't know now.
Did he not name, or was he thinking? Or okay.
Falcon.
He got it. He named 3 and got it.
I will pass.
Okay. Baldeep looks like he's already on the button. He claimed there.
So if you're Balls, do you attack with the Tantive into the base, or do you try to get your dude back?
I think you've got to do more work about clearing up the space arena. I think if I'm Balls, I take the Tantive and I smash the shuttle. I get my red 5 back. And then if the Falcon wants to swing into me, then that's fine. We trade and we all go home. And I've cleaned up your space arena.
Or what just happened?
I have no idea.
He's not paying for it. He decided not to pay for
He's
the
going to just
Falcon.
not pay for it. Okay, that's reasonable, of course. He's got 2 in his hand now.
Isn't he
And now he
defeated
needs to.
on-
If balls smashes into the shuttle, we lose coordinate on
So
Plo Koon. So he doesn't
correct, correct. And because of the way the timing on Han works, because of when you choose not to pay for the Falcon, Sam's actually going to lose access to Han this round. Han's going to stay exhausted for the entire
Right.
turn, just because of the where that falls in the timing windows.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
get the raid.
There's your Pike's Bane, ladies and gentlemen.
knock off.
And he's going to knock off Plo Koon.
That is a thing you could do.
That's enormous.
This is a one-of card in the deck that has actually gotten.
He's done so much work.
He's done
for him.
some work in these matches that we've seen. Tantive. Oh, he's got a Tantive of his own.
Now he cannot attack into it
No, he cannot.
because his Tantive would lose to the other Tantive.
It would indeed. He could smash the X-Wing into it and then trade, but that doesn't get him where he wants to be. Well, that's what he's going to do. Here's where he's going to start. We'll see what happens.
I'll attack your base with C3PO for 1. On attack, I'll name 3. It's not.
It's not.
Plo Koon.
This 3PO has just... you see why now he just absolutely open fired the one that came up earlier. He's like, I'm so tired of this clown.
I'll pass.
Another Perilous.
That Perilous is going to do good on the Tantive.
It very well could. He didn't. He kept it. He's also got a redemption in his hand.
He does have that redemption.
I feel like the higher top end in Baldeep's deck is eventually going to win the day. I feel like if Sam was going to run him over, he needed to do it like he did in Game 1, where he just did it so fast. There was no way to get to any of these plays. But now, Baldeep's sitting on 8 resources with cards like Redemption in his deck. This is going to hurt.
So I definitely think the percentages are tilted Baldeep's way, but this is a very similar setup to what we saw earlier when Sam played Michael.
He went 6 to base there.
I'm going to pay 3.
Who went 6 to... Oh, 6?
The
That's
Pike's
great.
Bane. Pike's Bane went 6 to base. He's going to play a Falcon.
When Sam played Michael, and then it felt very similar to this, and it was just a...
You're not wrong. And I could be...
snuck it out of nowhere.
I could be making this crap up. I just
But-
feel like it's... I don't know.
Balls is also at 11, that has 11 damage, so yeah, there
Is
we
that
go.
Perilous?
He has 11 damage on him, so that Tantive is doing some work. And he's just sitting on the redemption. Just the psychological effect of crashing everybody into the Tantive to finally get rid of it and throw away all these cards, and then have him just drop another Sentinel.
And drop another Sentinel. Yeah. It's actually a smart play. I think in Baldeep's shoes, I think I would have stepped on 3PO, personally, with the Pike's Bane. And just been like, I'm just going to get you off.
You're going to make that damage.
You're going to make
up.
that damage up next turn with the
Well,
grit.
Not all the way, but with the grit, you're
fair.
going to make that
You're going to
damage
make it up
and you're
and
gonna
just
stop
get
giving him
3PO off
cards.
the board. Instead, he's going to come in with Poe here.
So what that puts him, instead of being at 9 damage, he's at 5 damage, and he's not drawing the card. What just happened?
So he swung in with the Falcon, but I'm not sure why it hit for 5. He said I attacked it for 5, but I don't know why. I'm not sure where the buff came from.
I'm going to activate Han. Revealing Sanctioner Shuttle. I'm going to attack your base for 1. Let's see 3PO. Naming 3. Drawing the Sanctioner Shuttle.
Wouldn't that be 2? Oh, it's a different odd cost. Never mind.
Different odd cost, correct.
2.
Oh, it had a pilot. Okay, the Falcon had a pilot on it. I missed. Thank you. He's got so many pilots. He plays so many cards. It's crazy. The draw engine is just nuts.
So he's creeping up there.
Then I'm going to pay 1. And play a Wolf
Oh
Pack
my
Escort.
goodness.
Yeah, this is just. He's just. Yeah, he needs that bombing run. The bombing run would be really handy right now.
I mean, he does have the redemption. That's going to do
The
some
redemption, he just needs to hard cast it and just let him just smash things into it. Because he's got 12 damage on the ground here. 2 damage off.
I will pay 1 for the Falcon.
The question with Baldeep is when you play redemption, how much do you move damage onto it? I don't think you can.
so.
For 3.
And it's
I
got
don't
how
think
many-
Nothing hits larger than 3. He's got 2 3s, 2 2s, and a 1.
effective.
No, 2 3s and 3 2s.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 9. He would have. There it is.
There it was. All right, a whole bunch of things just died. So he cleans up the Sanctioner shuttle. He cleans up the Tantive. He cleans up everything but the Falcon.
Falcon
and he
has
gets his
one
red
damage
5
on it.
back. That is a massive, massive bombing run.
Takes 3.
Yeah.
Chat off the top rope. You're falling down on me, Trey. That's your line.
Oh, yeah. We are 9 rounds into this.
Please, these are rookie numbers. Where do you work a regional?
I don't want.
All right, we're going to trade out Plo for Poe, and then Baldeep going to swing in 3 to base here. I mean, 6 to
6
base.
to base, so he's at 15.
6 to base with Pike's Bane.
Still hasn't dropped redemption.
I'm gonna activate.
Still hasn't.
Revealing Sanctioner shuttle. I'm gonna attack your base for 3.
Okay, 3 more out of the Falcon.
I will claim.
I'm gonna pay 3.
Good timing.
Can I undo that? Can I not play a card right now?
You haven't actually played a card. You just tapped resources.
He just played
I
3.
went to pay 3, but I haven't played any card yet.
Yeah, that should be legal. You haven't revealed anything. It should be no big deal.
I'm gonna attack your base for 1 with
Mhm.
naming 3.
He's going to recapture.
Sanctioner shuttle.
Okay.
And then
Now he's going to...
gonna
There
take
you
the
go, because
red
he
five.
remembered the Sanctioner shuttle was there. Right.
and
He was like, wait a minute. I knew there was a reason I was doing this in the right sequence. I think it's time for redemption, Trey.
It's feeling.
I think the moment
like
has arrived.
Something.
I think the moment has arrived.
There's a Luke there too.
There's a Luke there
But
as well.
He's too close for that. He needs to put a stop to the arrow.
He-
if he's
yeah.
going to do that. And
Yeah.
Sam, what does Sam do with the redemption? He just have to crash
I
everything.
think you just have to
into it?
smash into it. I don't know what else you can do. He's not going to have any removal. Well, he might have never tell me the odds, like which would help put damage onto it. I think if you're Baldy, that's the reason you have to just play it out there and not put any damage on it,
2, 4.
and force him to have
Let's
the
see,
cards to
6,
deal with it. Here it
8.
comes.
Oh,
This
here
is
it
it.
comes.
Yeah, this is it.
He's going to heal some though.
Ooh, I wouldn't do this.
3, 3. I might heal.
He's
2.
going max.
he goes to 1 HP.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. See, if he's sitting on the right unit, on the right card, he could just pop it. We don't know that. We don't know what he's got though.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think. Actually,
Wow.
the heal
Maybe
may not
he's
be a
got
bad
another
call.
one. You know what? Well, he can't do it because he's already tapped out.
The Han next round will also be handy. I mean, the Luke next round will
The
be
Luke
super
is
handy.
next round. I was thinking maybe he was trying to get the redemption killed so he could play Luke, but he don't have the resources for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, it's 3PO again.
Choose 3.
That's ridiculous.
6 to base.
Yep. I go to 21.
So Grievous, he has seen an NTMTO, but not this game. We haven't seen one in Game 3. We saw one in Game 2, I think.
Seeing which one?
The Never Tell Me the Odds. They're 100% in there. We've seen them. All the games we've seen out of this deck, he's played them.
Trade the shuttle into the redemption.
Okay, Falcon's going away. Redemption's going away.
The Falcon
Yeah,
into the
I
redemption.
understood. Claim.
That 6 is just kind of building up over there on the left side.
Pike's Bane has been doing work, baby.
Mandalorian on the
Okay, we're going to
Sanctioner
put Mando on the shuttle.
shuttle. I'm gonna pay 0 and put an R2D2 on the Sanctioner.
And then R2 for free. We're
So
going to load
that's
this baby up.
6, 7,
and attack your base for 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
5, 6, 7.
7. 23. That means Balls has to have something right now, or he's dead.
Yep. Well,
23.
the Luke can give it -3/-3, but that's not going to kill it.
Sanctioner shuttle.
And another shuttle, but he's nothing to capture. Or actually, oh, he can't capture the Pike's Bane, can he?
No, it's 3 or less.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
So another redemption, maybe? What does he have? He's got a Cham,
He's got a Cham, which he's
Force
resourcing.
Throw, which doesn't do anything.
Force throw's not going to get him there. The Luke's coming in too late. He needs the only way the Luke is
6.
it hits for 6 until Han taps out and does things.
What's that middle card?
I can't tell.
It's a unit, so that doesn't
Yeah.
really do anything. No, I think this is over. I think Sam got it.
Still have how much left on your base?
I have 13 HP
13.
left. Yeah.
I think it was a mistake to heal that much off of the Sentinel, off of
I
redemption.
think it was as well.
And it was a mistake to keep giving him cards with C-3PO.
the fact that he hasn't murdered 3PO, he's just let the 3PO engine is killing him slowly. Right, every time he's able to draw an extra card, because he's constantly vomiting 2-3 cards around out of his hand.
Right.
And 3PO is just like, oh, here another one. He could have already killed 3PO 5 rounds ago.
Reveal 5 and 7 to base.
And there it is, 7 to base.
There it is.
That's it.
Good game.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your Han 4 and
Han
Sam
4
is
is
going
here.
to the finals.
The glass cannon is still intact.
You say glass cannon. I'm not convinced, man.
Oh, this
Not
this deck
convinced?
This deck is killable.
Well, it's killable.
If it's not, it can't become a staple in the metagame because it's too easy to prepare for.
You think so?
Nobody's, yeah.
I mean,
you keep him off of his draw.
He went through 2 bombing runs
kill
and
his
murdering
stuff.
the draw. I couldn't believe that he let that draw engine just like go on forever. That was shocking. Like, it was so easy.
You just have
So
to
easy
keep,
to see.
You keep him off of his draw engine,
Yeah.
and that makes him paid full price card wise for the pilots. So he's able to throw all those pilots on all of his ships.
Yeah.
Because he's just instantly replacing those cards. So
Well, that's just it. Like, he's the draw engine just feeds. We watched it just fed him so many cards over the
Right.
course of that match.
So you murder C-3PO so that he doesn't have the draw engine, and then the card disadvantage of losing a ship with 2 pilots on it is you're never going to come back from that.
Indeed.
But nobody's prepared for it right now, so it's fantastic.
No, of course not. Of course not. All right, let's see. I am not.